Give it a second. Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is me, Vicky, and I am here with DA Talks.
Hello.
Hello. We are here to tell you a tale of cuckolds and catfishing. So, you want to start with a little bit of your tale?
Well, yeah. I guess I was actually really surprised just because I'd made a joke about Tug being a cuck, and well, it's not really a joke, I guess. It's just more of a statement about like him making jokes about other being people being cucks, and his wife got caught catfishing for dick pics, sexting other men, and some nice fellow uh gave me some information about his love life, I guess, with Tug's wife.
Well,
Uh,
that's a whole new thing, isn't it?
yeah, it was pretty surprising, and then I thought, might as well live stream about it, and I hit you up, and you were down.
Yeah, what the heck? Nothing like talking a little catfishing. Right. Okay. So I guess we should start with the earliest image, right? Let's
Yeah.
see here. All righty. This goes all the way back to September of 2019. Always nice to have a long term relationship. So let's share some screens. Share. Dun,
Perfect.
dun, dun. There we go. So we're not going to let you know who this was. We're going to protect his privacy as much as we can, even though we all know Ashley knows who he is, and unfortunately, he's probably going to catch hell.
Oh yeah, no, he'll probably
So,
get put on blast.
so apparently, he is a sex worker and works in porn, and he was sharing his videos with Ashley, and she was quite enjoying them.
Yeah. No, but it's, I mean, just to give some backstory, apparently they've been talking for quite some time. He says before war campaign. I don't know how much before, but as you can see from the screenshot, 2019 September. That's quite some time.
That is quite some time. So let's see. And as we move on to number 2 from December of 2019. Yes, Ashley, most people are assholes. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I'm a bit guilty of that as well. So he offers to send her some dick pics.
Yeah, I mean, we can read these if you want.
I think we should. I'll read Lola.
Yeah, and I'll read the male sex worker.
Okay, so people are assholes, and I don't take kindly to being told I have to think one way or always agree with one person.
Hey, if you want, I can send you some pics. I added a few to the fan club. Same here. That's why I don't follow groups. Been mostly focused on enjoying good Star Wars when I have it.
Definitely. I love seeing you, but I have to be honest. All these assholes on Twitter have made me really reluctant to share my own with anyone for a while now. I honestly feel violated by these people.
Wait, can we just pause? I would feel
Yes.
violated seeing Ashley. My eyes would just feel violated. I think I could file a police report. But
Oh.
I understand, beautiful. You don't have to send me anything. Let me find them. That was a good call. That's a good call.
That is
Don't.
definitely a good call. Um, how is it that you remain so kind and thoughtful in a world full of hateful assholes? And on to my favorite. Now, we received, I guess you received these already.
Already censored. I asked for them that way. Yes.
Yes, because we
He
did.
offered. He was like, so you want me to crop out the dong pics? I was like, yes, please censor them, please. All right. So we gotta it's actually a video. But you're not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. And he says this was when I was waiting on the bus. Okay. Okay. I added clips like this to the fan club I'm building.
I bet you have a great fan club building up.
I gotta add more pictures and vids like this. Then I'm gonna set up a site soon. Wait, I missed this when I got the DM. He had his dick out waiting on the bus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
This is the type of people Tug's wife talks to.
Yeah, apparently. And this one I'm gonna actually have to zoom in on. So give me just a second here. So everybody can read it. Let's see. And so yes, people will be nice one minute and completely obliterate your trust and friendship in the next. It amazes me the lengths people will go to in order to hurt someone.
Nah, I'm
Wait,
never gonna try to. Oh, sorry.
I just have to interject here. It kind of amazes me too, Ashley. Just saying. Just
Yeah.
saying.
I mean, some people would create accounts as people's dead parents just to hurt
Yeah,
them.
just for the hell of it.
All right. So, nah, I'm never going to try to hurt you. I would never even think of that. Hell, every time I think about you, I just want to give you a huge hug.
I appreciate your friendship, G, and I always know I have a great friend in you. You've always treated me well and like a human. It's why I love you, and I'm always worried about you eating and your safety. I have very few people I call friends on here anymore, but you're one.
I try my best to eat even if I don't want to, lol, and I'm staying safe. It's just cold as fuck. It's supposed to rain all this week.
We had 3 days of rain last week. Then Friday it snowed.
You are not just my friend, you are my family, as well as the little ones. Yes, it's supposed to stop raining on Valentine's Day, like I give a crap about that day of all days.
I don't think you understand. Anyone I call my friend is family. They're just the family I choose to have instead of the ones I was stuck with. So I see you as family too. You're one of the good ones, and please don't ever change that. When I say friend, I mean people I consider to be close friends and good friends. I don't have many, but the ones I have, I cherish dearly.
I understand, dear. I will try my best to always watch out for you and be there for you when you need me. Seems like you got off. I'm sure she did. But if we don't talk,
Whoops. Sorry.
but if we don't talk for a little while, I hope you and the little ones stay safe, beautiful.
I'm gonna stop sharing screen for just a second. I am kind of creeped out by the guy she sex with talking about her little ones, though.
Yeah. Yeah. He kind of talked about just how close they were. Like according to him and like his side of things. I don't know about like Ashley's side of things. Um, but I mean, I guess like they'd been talking like for a really long time. He considered them to be very, very close. Um, and so like I mean, he thought of her as family. I mean, I'm not gonna like. I'm like
See, I
well
don't.
past judgment. I mean, well, that's not true. I'm judging pretty hard. Um, but
I shouldn't laugh, but
yeah, yeah, I don't
yeah.
even know what part I'm supposed to be judging at this point. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm judging something. That's for sure.
So here's let's see. I have this one is good. Let's see here. So, your turn.
Oh, okay. I know that actually all too well myself.
You are one of those people, just so you know.
I love you, sweetheart.
I love you too. I really do. You have a kind heart and have always seemed like one of the good guys.
I just want you feeling better. Sadly, nowadays, there are very few of us around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so. Like, I don't want that many people that whip their dick out on a bus.
I
I,
yeah, I don't really either. I that that's kind of weird.
yeah, very few of us around. I would prefer if there was even less.
So it seems as we move on in our tale that the husband is not really the last to know.
Mm-mm.
See, she has a really high sex drive for a woman, and Tug lets her do what she likes online, though messages and stuff, but that's it. She told me years ago on our old pages. I had a page with over 600 or 700 followers at one point. This one's not my original.
Yes. This is the best part of the DMs. Um because Tug is a like a willing cyber cuck.
Apparently, yes, indeed. He lets her catfish for dick pics. And that's kind of a frightening thing as well, yes?
This is where it gets weird though, because this isn't even like a catfish. This time it's not a catfish. This is just Tug's wife sexting other men.
And Tug knows about it.
Tug knows about it and lets her do so because she has a high sex drive that Tug, I guess, cannot fulfill. Right? Is that the
That's what I get from this personally. When you think back to some of the messages that she was sending to Dr. Mystery and back in the day, let's all keep in mind that Lola was jerking off to Dr. Mystery's dick pics.
yes?
Yes, see, she wanted Dr. Mystery somehow over the internet to fuck her pussy hard.
That's
And
my favorite one. I think that's the one I use as my Twitter banner. Yeah, fuck my pussy hard, I want to come. Yes,
yes, and
that
that
one.
she passed out thinking about him with one hand down her pants and the other up her shirt.
Yep.
So this isn't it's not a passive sexting in any way, shape, or form. Yes. So and of course, we all know that she was denying sexting with Dr. Mystery for the longest time. Chased him off of Twitter, broke the poor young thing. So he knew, Mr. X knew that she was married to Tug, not just married, but who
Yeah.
her husband was.
Yep, she told me up front Tug was her husband. I have known that before anyone else did. I talked about it in the tweets above. Nope, I don't ever ask him. I always just ask how the kids are and if they're safe. This guy, yeah, he claims that he knew the whole time. Tug was her husband. And I guess Tug knows the whole time that she's sexing men.
Very, very nice. So I don't want to draw any conclusions. So I let you do that.
Yeah, no, I will. I think Tug's a cuck. And that's fine. No, and that's fine. That's fine, right? That's totally fine. I don't care that Tug's a cuck. I don't give a shit. What I care about is his absolute hypocrisy.
Right.
right? He wants to make cuck jokes about other people, post their shit, live stream about it, make fun of them for being a cuck. Well, he willingly lets his wife cuckold him. That's like just absolute hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that needs to get put on blast.
I well, I have found that with Tug, that tends to be the thing that he makes the largest noise about is the thing that he's guilty of himself.
Mhm.
Whether it's threatening other people or doxing people or harassing people, he tends to be very guilty of that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I know like he did a video on Renfamous. I've talked about like this video a million times. But like everything that like he describes her as is Tug. And so it's crazy. So like when Tug goes out there, ha ha ha, you're a cuck. I mean, Tug's a fucking cuck. It's plain and simple, really.
Willingly and knowingly. And the whole so I'm wondering, and I'm assuming if he knows about Tug knew about this guy, if he knew about Dr. Mystery before he tried to claim that some strange man was sending dick pics to women in war campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. See, that bothered me. Right. Like are you talking about when Tug claimed that like Tug claims that what's that guy's name?
It was Dr. Mystery
Yeah,
was his handle. Yeah.
yeah, and like and he just goes, "Oh, well looks like somebody some comic book professional was sending unsolicited dick pics to 3 women in
In,
a comic skate or whatever he said."
mm-hmm.
And it turns out it's just Ashley, his wife.
The
And
one who solicits them.
yes, exactly. The one that willingly does it. The one that Tug knows she's doing it for her sexual satisfaction. Um I had a problem with that story because it's just outright false, and they did it to embarrass the guy. See, but here's what's interesting, right? This like these new details go to show that it wasn't like some gay ops at first. That's what I'm getting out of it, right? Is like this was just her getting her rocks off.
Right.
And then they decided to embarrass the guy, which I always thought it was just gay ops to begin with,
Yeah,
right?
I had always just assumed that it was some sort of gay ops, but it's just the way she gets her kicks.
Yeah.
Her kink, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah, it's pretty fucking it's it's great. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love Tug.
He's just a font of amusement. Yeah, unfortunately, it hurts people. There was John Wallace, and I don't know if that's I doubt that's his real name, but he was on Twitter,
Yeah.
and Ashley catfished him and convinced him to come down to Tennessee, that she would
Mm-hmm.
help him find a job. I guess, he was broke, living somewhere up in the eastern seaboard, and convinced him to come down to Tennessee. She was going to help him find a job. I don't know if he was going to stay with them for a little while, but she was going to help him find a place to live, and then just ghosted him
Mm-hmm.
once he got there. See, I have
Yes,
everything.
I actually I had a conversation with someone who was involved in that story. It goes a little it goes a little deeper than that. It turns out according to John Wallace, Tug didn't know actually. Uh was the story that I was told by someone who helped out John Wallace. Yeah, Tug actually didn't know about that. And they saw the text between Ashley and John Wallace. John Wallace was moving there. Lola said he could move in with a friend of hers, And then when he got there, Lola bailed. It sounds like it was iffy plans to begin with, but yeah, that whole story is actually really fucking bizarre. Um, yeah. Wait, are we still? Am I here? Okay, so you guys can hear me, but okay. Well, I don't know what happened to Vicky. She's gone, and it's loading. Well, all right. Well, I've been left alone without supervision, and I would appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel. Here, let me just post real quick. This is my post. Subscribe to my channel. But yeah, so that whole story is really bizarre with John Wallace. So it they were friends before the thing went down. She was texting him. John Wallace wanted to move to Tennessee. Uh, Lola said, "Yeah, come move in with one of my friends." John Wallace goes down there, and then Lola ghosts him. But it's a really bizarre story, and now Vicky's just gone completely. Um, recall.
There we go. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. You left me unsupervised on your channel.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
you should have done something more fun.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, everything just froze up. Like everything. It said, "You have too much stuff going on." Yeah, because all I wanted to do was share this, which was John Wallace's tweet
Mhm.
about how he went down to Tennessee and Doug Snapple and Doug Ernst bailed him out.
Yeah. But I had actually I had talked to one of those two individuals. I won't name which one. Um, but the story's a little deeper than that. Apparently Tug had no idea um that John Wallace was moving, which is bizarre, right?
Right.
But Lola said that he could move in with a friend. So it's not like John Wallace was supposed to move in with Tug and Lola. Um, it kind of sounds like things just kind of fell through and Lola just bailed though,
Mhm.
which is pretty fucked up. And I'm gonna be honest, like, and this isn't to be mean, but John Wallace doesn't seem all there. I don't know how people feel about him. I don't really care
I
too
don't really
much.
know him very well at all. I've just seen him in chats a couple of times. I haven't seen him forever, but
In my opinion, and I hope this doesn't hurt your channel, he doesn't seem all there, which kind of makes the story more fucked up. In to be honest, but yeah, she just ghosted him, and then he needed help, and Doug Tenaple and Doug Ernst helped him out. Um, yeah, pretty fucked up.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I don't know. Was there anything else you wanted to share? Let's see. So everything else we have is just Ashley telling him about Dr. Mystery. And I don't know that that's,
Well, I mean, we can kind of talk about
no.
that, right?
Right.
So, like, it's the guy that DM'd me and gave me all of this. He's under the impression that Doctor Mystery was just kind of like some weirdo who kept trying to like sext with Lola, right?
Hmm.
Um, which could be the case, but they were sexting at some point, you know, because that's how Ashley gets her rocks off. Um, but it's bizarre because she then like she has enough of the dick pics, I guess. So that's like the perspective of the guy that told me this. And then decides to post his dick pics, right? Like you don't get to do that. Especially like I mean, not just especially, you just don't get to do that, right? Like I
Right.
would understand if like I could actually understand. I wouldn't really give a shit if he was just sending her dick pics, right? Like just like no context, just sent her a dick pic. Like, yo, put this guy on blast. I don't really give a shit, right? Um that's like on them. But this is a guy that like thought they were a couple. Um because this story is actually catfishing. He had no idea about Tug. He had no idea that she was married to Tug. I'm sure Tug knew because Tug is a cuck. Um, but yeah, it's bizarre. And yeah, she just posts his dick pics. I don't really care if she was done with the guy, right?
Right.
That 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 doesn't matter to me. Just fucking block him, right?
I would think so. That would be the easiest thing to do. Yeah.
But that's not what happened.
And it
Uh,
and it always seemed to me that when he was on Twitter, I mean, we followed each other on Twitter and we used to DM
mhm,
and talk before he left. And we were talking about silly things like comic books and cartoons and movies and music and nothing even very little even about Comics Gate or War Campaign. And she would just show up every once in a while and start going after him. And then he was unstable, I guess is the best way to put it. He had a lot of mental problems that there's no way she didn't know. He couldn't have. She had to have known that he had them, and she hit every single trigger and button that she possibly could until he spurred out
yeah.
and would just go on these you know just answer sprees. And it was like he couldn't stop himself and he couldn't help himself. He blamed himself for what happened, being
Mhm,
stuck in that relationship with her.
yeah. No, well, so that's what Tug and Ashley do, right? Is they gaslight. Um it's pretty it's kind of impressive just how well they are at doing it, but they find what like what's going to set somebody off. They leave like a trail of breadcrumbs, and then they as soon as like the person finally like gets back at them or like calls them out, they play victim, which is what happened to the guy. They like imagine sexting a dude, and then blowing him off, and then posting his dick pics, and then acting like the victim.
Right.
Like that's fucking bizarre. And like it's like somebody pointed out in the chat, it's a crime in Tennessee. Like that's revenge porn. And the guy, I've seen the tweets, was so nice about it. He specifically says he's not going to press charges. He just wants her to stop. Like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, but I guess new development. It turns out that it wasn't just a catfish. She was actually just getting her rocks off, and Tug knows, and Tug Tug is complicit. So
So there you have it. I mean, it doesn't get much much more cucked than that, does it?
nope, not at all. That umbrella cuck.
There we
I
go.
love that umbrella cuck. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it. It was pretty fucking enlightening. I thought everybody would get a good laugh out of it. I know I did. So
Or at least a little enlightenment.
yeah, that too, I guess.
As to some personalities and what actually goes on when people tell you things online.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything left?
No, I'm pretty good. If anybody in the chat has any questions, we're open to a couple of them, and then we'll head on out for the night.
Well, somebody's saying show it again. I
Ah,
mean, I'm
Mecca, of course, Mecca. So which part will go to? Let me
I
find
mean, we
it.
can just like do a quick rundown of all the screenshots
Yeah,
and
we can do that.
give a quick summary. We don't have to read them all again.
I don't want to read them all again. That
Yeah,
was kind of
no,
painful.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. How are you gonna whip your dick out on a bus?
Yeah,
I took this while waiting on the bus.
there is the whipping your dick out on the bus.
And that's
Yeah.
the type of person that Tuck lets his wife sext. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, and that's the one.
That's the one when he's waiting on the bus. Was he actually?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just waiting for the bus, and it's just some colloquialism. It's just like some sort of
Either way,
regional
I
thing,
mean,
waiting on the bus instead of waiting for the bus.
is
Either
he
way,
waiting
it's
for the bus in his house? Because like that's like the only
only
acceptable
place.
thing.
Only
Yeah.
place. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That would be the only appropriate place for that.
Yep. And here we have everybody's assholes, but not you, babe. That's pretty much this screenshot. Oh God, she is the biggest asshole too. Like that's the funniest part. She is just the biggest piece of shit.
So
Oh yes, I appreciate your friendship. Oh God, it's so cringy. It's so cringy, and Tug knows.
yeah. Yeah. It is an awful lot of cringe. So I think
Yeah.
those are the most important ones to reshare. So are we gonna drop links to these in the description?
Yeah, well,
Probably
I
not.
yeah, probably not. But people can always come back and watch. And you want to know what's even better? Well, not even better than checking out your channel is just almost as good would be checking out my channel.
Mm.
I just posted a link. Everybody, please go subscribe. I really want it.
Yes, do go subscribe to DA Talks and be sure to enjoy your night.
Yeah. Oh wait, somebody said EVS is here. Well,
Yes,
oh hey,
he's
yeah,
been
no.
in the chat for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. EVS.
Be sure to
You're a
go
piece of shit.
subscribe to
All right.
DA Talks' channel, Ethan. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, think about doing a video on you next. I did one on Tug, might as well. Hit up Yellow Flash too. All right. Well, I think I'm
Everybody
signing off.
have a great night, everybody.